Happy Monday. How are you doing, YouTube family? I pray that you had a good a good weekend, and you're ready to go ahead and get started on this new day. Target is hiring, y'all. This is an insane pay where you can make anywhere between $61 an hour all the way up to $111 an hour. I'm going to show you in a few minutes, and I'm going to give you some more jobs. So go grab your coffee and your tea and your notepad and take some notes, and let's dive right into it. The first job, like I was saying, Target is hiring for senior account executive search and performance, partner solution, remote eligible. And then we scroll down, it is a full-time position. The salary is between 128,000 all the way up to 231,000 a year. I'm going to get my calculator out here because a lot of people don't believe that you're able to make this amount of money. You're able to make it. If I put 120,000 divided by 2080, that's $61 an hour. If I put 231,000, and I divide it by 2080, that's $111 an hour. So you can make on this position anywhere between $61 an hour all the way up to $111 an hour. People do it every single day, y'all. So again, we're going to dive right into what you're going to be doing. We're going to scroll down. You will consult with internal partners to advise target product ads, capabilities, and strategies, prioritize clients' feedback to inform directions. You will develop and implement scalable selling strategies and stories to your pyramid and clients. You're going to deliver impactful client presentation and education, and you will stay up to date on the trends, both in the retail and digital advertising landscape, looking for opportunities that will deliver value to clients. And you can provide weekly updates, pacing, and revenue forecasts to the leadership. Now, on this job, it requires a bachelor's degree, 6+ years of performance, media sales, agents, and or marketing experience, proven track records of revenue growth, ability to think, problem solve, and identify opportunities, great partners. And it talks about you must be willing to travel as necessary for maximal client and agent coverage. So I suggest you to talk that over, discuss that in your interview and see what you need to do. But if this is something you want to do, make sure you go ahead and apply. Target is hiring. Again, this is the salary right here, 128,000 all the way up to 231,000 a year. That's between $61 an hour all the way up to $111 an hour, and people is making that every single day. Okay. Now, job number 2 is with this company here, as you can see on the screen. They're seeking graphic design contract. You'll be a 1099, and majority of the time, 1099 jobs, you set your own hours. You work when you want to work. They do offer flexible hours. Now, according to Glassdoor, you can make up to $95,479 per year, or you can make, it says here, that's the salary, $95,479 per year, which is $45 an hour for this position here. You're going to design marketing assets such as email banners, social media graphics, webinar promotions, landing page, ebooks, and data sheet. You're going to create and refine presentation design in PowerPoint and Google Slides. You're going to develop event graphics, including both designs, pull-up banners, and swag. You're going to assist with minor, major graphics, video work when needed, manage smaller projects independently from brief to final delivery. Now, they want you to be familiar with these softwares here: InDesigns, Photoshop, Illustrator, must have. Remember, if you don't understand that, add video at the end of it. There's going to be tons of videos that's going to walk you through on how to do this. Same thing about PowerPoint and Google Slides. Do the same thing. Now, they want you to have strong communication, high comfort level with on projects, design thinking, excellent file access, organization skills. Education is a bachelor's degree in a related design art field. Mid-level experience preferred. Junior designer with at least 1 year of professional experience will be considered based on portfolio strength. And they're talking about the nice to have if you are familiar with design and building basic web pages and WordPress themes, experience using Canva, doing postcards, email builders, and motion graphic tools, background in SaaS. It's great to have that. If you don't worry about it. But if this is something you want to do, you click right here where it says apply now, and you can apply for this job. This is job number 2. Now, job number 3 is with the company Facet. They're seeking financial planners to work from home. This is a full-time position, and when we scroll down, the first thing that we're looking for is the salary. The salary is between 80 to 95 yearly, and that is around 38 to 45 dollars an hour plus bonus. They do offer flexible PTO certification reimbursement program, and you can work from anywhere in the United States, so there is no state hire restriction listed. Now, you're going to be responsible for reviewing incoming member messages while senior planners are out on maternal or parent leave or out of the office to determine the urgency of the request and the best course of action. You're going to step in and meet with members on an as needed basis to address their questions and deliver recommend next steps during their planner absence. You're going to become an expert on their in-house tools to assist planners with billing plans. You're going to manage a small group of members as the sole planner, guiding them through the entire planning process and motivating them to take action on advice. And then what makes this role different as a financial planner, you will learn from senior planners and further develop your approach to managing members. You'll be helping to build the next great financial service company and have the flexibility again to live anywhere in the U.S. They're looking for you to have CFP designation, 1+ years of member facing financial planning experience, effective follow up and typing, written communication skills, excellent interpersonal skills, and ability to build connection with members, excellent computer skills, and ability to learn in house softwares and tools. If this sounds like something that you're able to do, you click right here where it says apply. This is job number 3. Now, job number 4 is with this company here, as you can see on the screen. They're seeking intake representative claims to work from home. This is a full-time position, and the salary is between 35,037 all the way up to 56,059 a year. And that's not including you will be getting bonus and benefits, and you're paid hourly. So that is around anywhere between 16 and $26 an hour. And when you dive in, their current footprint includes these cities and states, so you have to be living in these states in order to be eligible to apply for this job. And when you scroll down, it talks about what you're going to be doing here. Let's go all the way up here. Okay. You're going to receive initial claims information from customers by the telephone, electronic email, and or fax. You're going to provide information to customers regarding the different options available for loss reporting, determine appropriate policy and coverage for lost work with leadership team, to onboard new associates and analysts, analyzing information received on the claim, and triage the facts to determine whether further information is needed and or what action must be taken, obtain and document facts of lost information in the computer system. You can also respond to various requests from internal and external customers by telephone, email, or by correspondent, including handling calls through the engagement center. You're going to interpret coverage and issues claims, decision for claims assigned to the engagement center, review, update, and document intake process and procedures. Now, the skills is excellent customer service, both external and internal customers, multitask, detailed ordering, written oral communication. They want you to be experienced with Microsoft products, excellent organization skills, high school diploma, 1 year previous full-time experience in customer service, and or claims intake preferred, and at least 1 year experience in the insurance were preferred. And if this sounds like something that you're able to do, you click right here where it says apply. This is job number 4. Now, job number 5 is with the company Sharecare. They're seeking customer service representative to work from home, okay? And this is a full-time position. When you scroll over down, it says this is a remote position, can be located anywhere in the United States. As long as you're in the 50 states, you're eligible to apply for this job. And when you scroll down, they do not list the salary, so I take it upon myself to research. And according to Glassdoor, the starting salary is $41,000 a year. So that is around, when you take your calculator here, I want to show you, I'm going to just type in 41,000 and I'm going to divide it by 2080. And that the salary is $19 an hour. Really, it rounds up to $20 an hour. So anywhere between $19 and $20 an hour for this position here. And when you scroll back up, you're going to identify and evaluate and prioritize caller needs, questions, and concerns. You're going to maintain and restore customer satisfaction and partner with other teams as needed. You're going to proactively educate callers on program benefits. You're going to use computer tools to actively process and document information. You're going to provide accurate information about Sharecare programs and service. And this job only requires a high school diploma, prior experience in a customer service related field preferred, great communication skills, must be able to multitask, general working knowledge of Microsoft Word and Outlook, have the ability to work effectively with others in a team environment. And if this sounds like something that you're able to do, then you're going to click right here where it says apply. This is job number 5. Y'all, I want to talk about, my YouTube family, is that I'm so excited because I'm getting ready to launch a paid membership, an inspirational subscription box that's going to be starting. I'm going to launch it the first week in May. And this is going to be a great community. Y'all know that I always talk about, I want to build a community where we can uplift and encourage one another on our job search and everyday life. And this is where it's going to be, y'all, is my inspirational subscription box. So if you want to get on the wait list and sign up, so when I do launch, I'm going to send out an email, and also I'm going to do a separate video where I explain everything, the price, what's going to happen, what you're going to get. All you need to do is click right here, and it's going to be a Google form where you put your first and last name and your email address. All I suggest you to do is check your email at all times necessary. When people send me an email, I respond back. Check your spam. See, check it. If you give me your email, make sure you check, because once you get into this paid membership, that is how we're going to connect, is through email. Okay, because a lot of people don't want to give out their phone number, which I can understand. But if you gave me your phone number, I definitely would call you. Don't forget that we're gonna meet in Zoom in 2 weeks and all that. I will do that. But right now is to make sure you check your email at all necessary, because that's what we're going to connect with, is the email. So don't forget to sign up. Okay, so when I want you to be a part of this, I believe it's going to be affordable, but I want you to be a part of this here. So make sure you sign up. Again, it'll be the first week in May that we'll launch, and I cannot wait to share that information with you real soon. Remember, I do put the timestamps as well as links to all of the jobs that I discussed in the video is always there. So make sure you go ahead and check it out. Like I always say in my videos, if this video has been helpful thus far, I do want you to hit that like button as well as leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. Again, like I always say, I am trying to build a community where we can uplift and encourage one another on our job search and everyday life. And if you want to be a part of the ride, you got to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share these videos on your social media platforms so more and more people can see what I have to offer each and every single day. Remember, videos go out every single day at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you have your notifications turned on. I want to give your daily dose of inspirational. Okay, this is a new week, y'all. It is Monday. It is Monday. It's a new week. Whatever happened last week, let it stay in last week. Come in with a willing mind, a willing heart, and a willing spirit, and say, I'm going to walk in this Monday totally different. And I believe that God is going to work miracles in my life. If I'm looking for a job, he is going to bless me with that opportunity. If I'm looking for a side hustle, he's going to bless me with that. If I'm having trouble, I want my bills to be paid, God is going to be there with me every step of the way. I just have to trust the process, okay? You got to speak life over yourself. That's one thing I've learned in life. We deal with all types of people, y'all. And trust me, I've dealt with a lot of people that if you're not prayerful, you'll believe everything that they say. And you got to believe what God say. God knows your heart. He knows what your attention is. He knows what you meant to do. Stop explaining yourself to people. Stop stressing out about what people say and what they think about you. That goes with a job. A lot of times people say, oh, you're not qualified for the job. God has something bigger and better for you. You just got to believe that. And you got to just stand and you got to believe, y'all. You will find what you're seeking real soon. He may not come when you want him to, but he's always on time. The struggle is real, but God is real. God handles these struggles. He handled every situation that you may go through. A lot of times in life in the past, I used to sit back and worry about a lot of things, and it messes with your health. But when I learned to let go and let God and say, God, I surrender. I want to give all these problems to you and these worries. It just seemed like a burden just lift off of me, because when you're stressed out and you worry about things, it affects your health, y'all. And you do not want to have any issues with your health. You got to learn to let go and let God and let Him work the situation out. He cannot work things out while you got your hand in it. You got to take your hand out of it. And when you take your hand out of it and step back, God's saying, you trust me, and He will work the situation out for your good. I believe He answered in three ways: yes, no, and wait. Sometimes you got to wait. That's just how it is. Good things come to those who wait. You got to wait. You got to pray. The three P's is pray, plan, and prepare. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. It's the three P's, and a lot of people don't do that. Get out of here, make it happen. Just do your part, apply for jobs. Don't get all upset. Don't get in panic mode, get in prayer mode, because you will find what you're seeking real soon. Get out of here and grab what the Lord has for you. He has a job out there for you, y'all. He has a job. I've been there. I know what it's like. Yes, it's hard. There's a lot of people are struggling to find a job, but like I tell you all the time, is you need to learn how to have multiple streams of income. Because if one thing don't work, you have other things going on. And I talk about Ecclesiastes 11:2. Go check it out. It says not seven, I'm paraphrasing it, not seven, but eight multiple streams of income, because you never know what can happen on the land. You have to have multiple things going on. And that's what I've learned too. You can't just depend on one thing, because if you lose that thing, then how are you going to pay your bills? Be like a farmer. When you go into a farmer, when they plant a lot of seeds on the ground, and it may take anywhere to 6 months to a year before you start seeing the crops. But eventually, it's a whole bunch of crops on that field. That's what we got to do. We got to plant the seed and apply for multiple positions. Don't get complacent where you in one job and you're like, okay, this company loves me and I don't have to look. They can let you go in a heartbeat. So have options. That's all I'm saying. Have options. Cars have options. When I say option, is that they have a spare tire. We're not hoping to drive and have a flat tire, but when we have a flat tire, there's a spare tire to put on. Hopefully you get it fixed real soon. We all have cell phones. The conversation can be really good, and the phone get ready to die out, and we can run to our purse or whatever, keep our charger at, and we can charge our phone up and we can still talk. So that's the thing that we need to do, y'all. Don't forget, don't give up. Don't disqualify yourself before you apply for these jobs. We're all running the race called the storm of life. One thing you know, that at the end, you will win. Keep the faith, and I'll see you in the next video. I love all of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Monday. Bye.